Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Let's talk about an uncivilized mutt. We got the wife of a man who's a public official who took it upon himself to gun down. Well, he didn't really gun him down, but he popped him. He popped a DoorDash driver simply because he asked him for directions. That's it. Check it out, fam.
Probably violent story in Orange County. A highway superintendent facing serious charges for shooting a DoorDash delivery man who got lost and knocked on the superintendent's front door for directions. There was, we're told, something of a language barrier between the two. And when it was over, the 24-year-old driver from West Africa was shot in the back with serious injuries. But how and why this happened in the town of Chester remains troubling, to say the least. With the story, here's Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman.
A DoorDash worker drove down this driveway Friday, apparently looking for help, only to be met with gunfire. A town of Chester elected official now accused of shooting him.
My heart goes out to the driver.
State police say the 24-year-old DoorDash delivery driver had been trying to drop off food on Valerie Drive, but his phone died. He went up to several homes to ask for directions before eventually approaching the home of Chester's highway superintendent, John Riley III. Troopers say Riley told the driver to get off his property before firing multiple shots as he attempted to drive off. The 48-year-old, who also is a federally licensed firearms dealer, hit the victim in the back. Patricia Warmbrand lives across the street.
He's a good person, so I don't know what happened. It was unfortunate, and we're sorry for the whole situation.
Family members of the victim tell Eyewitness News he had just moved to nearby Middleton a month ago from West Africa and doesn't speak English.
There's nothing to indicate that the victim had any nefarious intentions. He was just out there doing his job, trying to make a food delivery.
In a statement, the town supervisor said, quote, "We are deeply troubled by what has been reported so far. As an elected official, the town board does not have control over Mr. Riley's future as highway superintendent." And DoorDash responding, saying, "No one should ever fear for their safety just for trying to make deliveries in their neighborhood. We're devastated by this senseless act of violence." Riley was arrested the next day and charged with assault as well as criminal possession of a firearm. The victim is still in the hospital but recovering. He says, though, he is traumatized. In Orange County, Lindsay Tuckman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
So that's how we got here, fam. His wife, Selena Riley, has been hit with 17 charges. Yeah, fam. Mainly because Selena thought it was a good idea to suppress evidence by destroying the video evidence from the ring cam. Yeah. How many times have I told y'all that you gotta stop only focusing on these white racist men, who commit these crimes, these just unspeakable crimes throughout history. You have to look at the women who helped them. You have to look at the women who birthed them, the women who raised them, the women who give them sex, who give them babies. The women who help to offer alibis, who help to wash the blood off their hands, clean their bloody clothes, who laugh at their jokes when they talk about how they stomped a baby out of a black woman's stomach or fed a baby to an alligator. You got to think about those women who grew up putting leashes around little black girls and boys' necks and walking them around like a dog. Don't ever forget them. They were riding shotgun the entire time. They taught them. They raised them. They nourished them. They made excuses for them. Yeah. Don't ever forget them. because they are just as guilty. Why would you come out shooting at someone who simply knocked on your door to ask for directions? I get it, fam. There's a lot going on out there, and it's hard to trust anybody. But you ain't got to trust anybody if you come to your door with a gun. You ain't got to brandish the gun. You ain't got to start shooting at nobody. Just, hey, what do you want? No, wrong. Hey, they said it was a language barrier, okay? He was doing DoorDash, so even with a language barrier, it couldn't have been that bad. He knows how to, I bet this is universal. That's universal. No is one of the first words you're going to be taught if you don't speak English. You come to America, no. Yes, no. That's universal. Everybody understands it. So all he had to do is say no. Do that, and Buddy gone about his business. He shot him because he was annoyed that a black man was at his door and on his property. That's why he shot him. It wasn't like dude was a threat at any point. And here's the thing too. If he's that big of a threat, why even open the door in the first place? If you're so damn scared, look out the window, call the police. If you're that scared, you don't even come outside. But here's the deal. Dude's life was never in jeopardy. He stepped outside after the guy had walked off. He stepped outside after he'd walked off. Dude was all the way in the car, and he's out there shooting. I mean, from yards away, he's shooting. At no point was the man a threat. The man came, rang the bell, waved. Hey, trying to find directions. He got a bag in his hand. Yeah. Let me tell you something, fam. It would take an act of God for me to be a DoorDash driver if I didn't have any money, if I wasn't already doing my thing, if I didn't already have what I got going on right now, and I was ass broke. It would take an act of God to have me out there delivering food amongst these uncivilized mutts who will not even give you grace enough to turn around in their driveway. You can't even pull up in the driveway and turn around without them shooting. You knock on that door, you knock on the wrong door. It may be your last time knocking on a door. You ring that bell, you could end up dead. Sometimes they don't even open the door to shoot at you. And it's always, and I mean always, a black person getting shot and almost always a white person doing the shooting. Y'all think that's a coincidence? I want to make a correction before I end this video. I was reading in the comments. I can't remember exactly what blog posted because there were several people who posted this story. And I read a number of different comments. One person said, our skin is our blessing and curse. This is a person supposed to be black. Our skin is our blessing and curse. Who raised you? Your skin is not a curse. Stop saying dumb shit like that. The curse is the person who look at your skin and shoot you or try to harm you in any way because of your skin color. Your skin ain't did nothing to nobody. It's the fool, it's the ignorant, it's the uncivilized mutt that looks at your skin and decides he wants to harm you. That's the mother that's cursed. She is the one who's cursed, not you. No more talk.